everyone, how's everyone doing today? My name is Gina and I am doing great. I hope you are doing great as well. So, are we ready to play in our Create This book? I am so ready. It's been a really long time since I've done anything in this book, so I was kind of feeling it. I wanted to do 4 pages, but I only had time to do 2. But I think you're really going to enjoy them and like them. They were really fun for me to do, very relaxing, very zen-like. So I hope that you're going to enjoy the video as well. If you do, please give it a like and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. That will just help my channel to grow and I would so much appreciate it. All right, y'all, let's get started. The page that I'm doing now is a page of polka dots. And I kind of thought of doing like dot art is what came to mind. So I had to cut out some paper because I wanted to use acrylic paint. So I didn't want to just put that in the book in case it bled through. So I got a piece of mixed media paper, 90-pound mixed media paper, cut out to fit on the pages. So it'd be 1, easier to work with, and 2, to help with the bleedage of the paint. And I chose paints just that I felt would work well together, you know, and play off of one another. So the first thing that I am making is an owl. I'm going to do an owl and then use the dots with it. I really didn't have a plan when I went in with this. I just knew that I wanted to just use colors, and I really didn't think about what colors I was going to use and where I was going to use them. I just wanted to have fun with it. I didn't want to think too much about it. And that was the fun thing about this this page here, is that it was very fun, mind-numbing. I mean, you know, you didn't have to think too hard about it. Just grab you some colors and go. The only thing that I wanted to make sure was that I wasn't putting colors that would not look good beside one another. So that's the only thing that I really kept in mind on this. So there is my little owl all done. Isn't she cute? Or he. I think it's going to be a he. And I put a little branch for him to be perched on. And I'm using my stylus that I usually use when I create paper, because they had several different ends, you know, that were bigger or smaller. And what I did was I would just dot in the paint and go, as you see, like 3 times. And that way it naturally gets smaller as you go. And then, as you see, if I put paint on and I wanted a smaller dot, I would just dot over on a scrap piece of paper just to make the dots smaller. And that was pretty much just what I did. And I just wanted to make sure that I was trying to fill in as much as I could of the paper without overcrowding. And like I said, just make sure that the paint colors were, you know, complementary to one another. And that's pretty much it. This was pretty simple. It took a while to do. It probably took me an hour and a half to do both pages. But like I said, it was just fun, zone out. I mean, I just zoned out. I really enjoyed doing this. I will probably do this again just for fun. So I highly recommend it. And then you will see my next, what I do on the other page is I kind of do circles, like kind of spread it out. Here is the owl finished up. I'm just finishing it up as far as just the owl and the branch. I will move it over to let it dry before I do the background to it, because I did want to kind of, at first I thought I would just leave it like this because it was, it was groovy looking like this. But once I was finished with the circle ones, like I said, I was having so much fun with this that I was like, I want to do a background on the owl. So that is what I did. And I am using the stencil. I got this from Michael's to create the circles. What my vision was is to have a big circle in the middle, right? And then kind of have little circles like exploding off of it, and then even smaller circles from those circles. So like a burst effect, sort of, kind of, if that makes any sense. So I kind of went ahead and made a middle. I put some lines horizontally and vertically to get my center point, to kind of center that big circle first. And then I made more lines to put the other circles on. I wasn't too concerned with it being perfectly symmetrical, like I didn't measure out how much space was between the big circles and the little circles and all that. I just kind of eyeballed it because, I just wanted to have fun. I'm not selling this. It's not going in a gallery. It was for fun. It was for my Create This Book pages. And then I thought about putting ink around it, and then I decided against that. I was like, no, I think I want it just to be the colors. And then when I saw that, I was like, you know what? This is like a color wheel, and that is what I'm searching for. I'm searching for the color wheel because I've lost my color wheel. So, but and there I'm like, okay, yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, green. Yes, it'll work. It'll be perfect. So again, just using the dotting method and just filling in the spaces with the paints. And then what I kind of did was, like the orange there, I kind of was transferring over to red. So I kind of did like a purplish, or not a purplish, my bad, a melon color to kind of like be between the two. And then I will go purple into blue, and then I'll do a teal to go into the green. So it kind of like, all melds together, if that makes any sense. So I kind of kept with this theme even in the smaller circles, where I would have them go on the outside, and using black. I felt like if I used black, it would really help make all these colors really, really pop. I wish I had a black piece of cardstock because I think this would look fabulous on a black piece of cardstock. I think it would be so much fun. So that's just pretty much it. I just did my dotty dots, and like I said, I didn't give it much thought. I just made sure I kind of stayed in where the colors would be on the color wheel, so that, no colors would be ugly beside one another because we're using the color wheel. And then I kind of like staggered around the dots. And then here I am creating the background for my owl, because like I said, once I did the circles, I was like, I am digging this. I put a little leaves over off of the little branch and everything, and again, just trying to stay in making sure that the colors would complement. And I kind of, if I did one color, I made sure I did the other, the below. If I did something up above, I made sure I did the same thing down below there to keep it cohesive. So, but that was that page. It was so much fun. And now I'm working on another page, And this is to do lettering. And yes, I videotaped this back in February. I just have been busy with other things, and I was like, you know what? I want to create this book. So I went ahead and did another page. So, but you are to create letters, and in my head, I thought, wouldn't it be fun to do like fancy schmancy letters that kind of look like vines, and then kind of put vines everywhere with some flowers everywhere. So that is what I did. And as you see, I used mixed media paper for this one as well. And I am going to use my watercolors on it to have fun. And I believe I used my Winsor Newton watercolors on this. But I put the alphabet on both sides, A through Z. And I just had a ball too with this. Now this one did take me, woo-wee, I bet this one took me about 2.5 hours to do. It took me a while, and I think I worked on it for 2 days. Because, it has little bitty cute little leaves and flowers, and I probably could have kept going with it because it was so much fun. I love, love, love making leaves. They are so much fun to do in watercolor. Oh, no, I used my Paul Rubens. I'm sorry. I used my Paul Rubens on there. And then I just would make little bitty flowers to go along with the vines. And I just really, really love the way that this came out. I think it looks absolutely adorable, and it was a lot of fun. Both these pages, lots and lots of fun. I think these 2 pages have been my favorites so far that I've done on this because they were, like I said, very relaxing. It's very relaxing to do leaves and little blobs of flowers, like if you're not having to put detail in it, and you're just put little blobs of paint on. And it was really fun. And then those dots, I'm telling you, y'all, if you've not done the dot stuff, I highly recommend just grabbing you some acrylic paint and doing you some dot artwork. It is so much fun. So much fun. So that was pretty much it. That's all that I did for the letters there. And then I went back through with the letters because at first I was going to use just the green, like with the leaves, and then the letters were kind of getting hidden, So then I decided to go in with the brown to make the letters just stand out just a little bit better on the paper there. So yeah. Well, I hope that y'all are enjoying this series. I know it's been a while since I've done it. I've been doing my challenges, and but I just felt like working in this book, and I'm glad I did because it was a lot of fun to do. So, and for those that have not noticed, but I am vlogging again just to help me with my eating and working out and trying to be more healthy. I just feel like it's a good tool to use. I know I've done it before and it helped me out a lot. So it's pretty much just talking about what I've ate the day before and showing you some recipes and, some things that I eat and stuff like that. So, hopefully they won't be very long vlogs. I know I just put one up. It was my very first one, and it was kindly long, but I don't anticipate them being that long. But it was really long because I had, a few recipes that I put in there. So, but yeah, I hope that everybody is doing well. I'm doing well. Barry's doing well. Amanda's doing well. We're all doing well. I think we're near the, the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, hopefully, crossing my fingers. So I hope everyone's well. And there is the finished product of that. Isn't that so cool? I love it. Love it. Ah, I love it. So, well, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that you're able to craft. And I hope that you're enjoying the videos. And if you are, please, please give them a thumbs up and subscribe and share. That will help my channel. Thanks, y'all.